Hello. Hi. Welcome. Today we're going to do some readings. I am just on here for a little bit. I don't plan on a long time, but I kind of missed you. So I figured I should stop by. Let me go ahead and turn off this email notifications. There we go. So before we begin, I just wanted to, say something real quick. Some announcements. So, so I am going to be doing some tarot or card readings today. You are welcome to ask a question. I am answering one question per person, and you are also welcome to book a reading on my website. So you can do that on zoethepsychic.com. The link is below if you're curious about learning more. And also just kind of learning about who I am if you don't watch this. Hi, how are you? Welcome. That's good. Me too. I'm tired though. How are you feeling? I feel like today it already feels like the end of the day, but it's only the middle of the day for me. So, yeah. Let me get started. Also, let me just put I have a quick timer on my phone. I have to just resolve real quick because if not, it'll go off in the middle of a reading, and that is probably not helpful. So, yeah. I should have taken care of this beforehand. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Okay. So, let's get started. Do you have a question that you want to ask, or are you just here to hang out? Either one is fine with me. I got my tea here. What's coming your way soon? Yeah, we can see that. Actually, I'm going to use one of these. Okay. Ooh, I feel like this is a really good time for you to make really long-term plans because a lot of the things that you're doing are not really sustainable in your life. And I feel like this is the time for money to come in, you're going to receive like a lot of stability in your life. And I feel like this is a really good time to kind of own that, is what I'm getting. What I also am seeing is that there's a strong desire to kind of make your roots, kind of like plant your feet down. I feel like you might have been just kind of taking life as it comes. Like it feels like your things aren't as stable right now, and it's kind of like you were trying to kind of go with the flow. Now it's about planting your feet down. And I also feel like there's this opportunity. I don't know if you write or if you're into writing, but I feel like there's a lot of energy coming through about that, where you might be writing or doing a project of some kind. I feel like you have a story to tell, and you're going to have an opportunity to tell that story. So I feel like whatever that is that's coming through, it's interesting because I know that's really specific, but it's like, I don't know if you're working on something. I feel like it could be fiction, but I'm seeing like stories that you have to tell. If there's something you've been wanting to get off your chest or share your side of the story, this is the time for that. I feel like this could be a good time for you to get a book deal or like, some kind of opportunity when it comes to your writing. It could be even a career for you. That's so interesting. Does that make sense? I know that's really out there, but that's definitely coming through. So, yeah, I definitely feel like this is a moment where a lot of things in your career might be falling into place. Like, I feel like there's a sense of you've been working so hard on trying to be stable, trying to have some stability, and I feel like a lot of this has to do with your passions. Interesting. Interesting. I also feel like there are things that are coming through that maybe you were kind of taking. I mean, I feel like this is that I feel like the writing though is really prominent. So I feel like it still could be relevant in some way, but it's difficult to say through this. I also feel like you're in the situation where maybe I don't know if you've taken a hiatus or taken some time off. It's almost like you've been taking a break from what you want to do, and I feel like it's kind of about coming back to that. It feels like you've stepped out in a way. Does that make sense? Because it looks like you've kind of been taking it easy, and I feel like in a way like life hasn't been as serious for you, but now it's about to be, which is really interesting. I always love things like this because I usually get the other way around where people want to have fun, but I feel like you're at a time where you're really going to like things are going to get really solid for you energetically. Yeah, some pretty serious stuff coming up. I feel like there is somebody that might be wants to like shake things up for you. Hi Sabrina. Welcome. 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 But I do feel like you have what it takes to I feel like whatever you've been doing, whatever work you've been doing on yourself, on your life, you have what it takes to overcome that. Yeah. So I just feel like that's not even really a threat to you. But there is going to be a lot of serious things coming into play, and I feel like that's a really important life. It's almost kind of like adulting. Yeah. Um does that help? I want to make sure before I get to Sabrina that that's, a good. You asked what's coming your way, so that's what the cards did. But yeah, Sabrina, why don't you share? Do you have a question? Thank you so much for like this jump start. I don't know if I should call you Phantom, but Phantom. Okay, Sabrina, would you like to share your situation? I know that it's a little bit weird on here, but if you have a question, then you're welcome to type it out. Um, and I will see. I don't often do yes or no questions, just so you know. I often find that I see the energy behind a situation and it's difficult for me to just like narrow down. And at the same time, it doesn't really usually help people as much to know if something is a yes or no. So just putting that out there. Hi. Sabrina's first, and then I can take your question, okay? But I have to do it in order. Hi, Taylor. Okay, so Sabrina. Joseph is the boss. He is 40. Kevin is 69. I'm 24. At work, Kevin and I used to be friends, but he slowly started being fake towards me behind Joseph's back. He started kissing me, advancing, flirting. Wow, that's a lot of work situation dynamics. Okay. People at work used to talk that something is going on between Kevin and I. I tried to speak good about Kevin, even when I quit the job. I never brought up Kevin's misbehavior towards me. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of layers to this situation. Is there like a specific question? Okay. Sorry. You must be still typing. Kevin would talk in the workplace that I'm trying to get close to him, that I like him, and he tried to make the entire workplace aware that it's all me and not him, which is messed up as hell. It does sound messed up. I'm sorry you're going through that. Wow. Um, so where does Joseph come into this? You must have mentioned him for a reason. I realize Kevin is deceiving, manipulating, like he was me, and to everyone he is saying that it's all me that wants him and that he is innocent. Oh my gosh. I feel you. That's really hard. It sounds like you got very enwrapped in this person. He doesn't want to take blame for it, basically. Joseph and Kevin worked 7 years together. Joseph has full faith and always said that Kevin is a good guy. I see. So it's kind of like your word against theirs because he is such a good reputation, right? So this does sound like a really intense situation. I couldn't be open to Joseph because his faith in Kevin, so I end up leaving because the instability Kevin has caused. I always had a good relationship with Joseph, but a few days ago reached out. Okay. And just for everyone else who's tuning in, welcome. I am just answering this. I'm answering Sabrina's question because it sounds like she's going through a very intense situation. So just to be clear, I'm not avoiding you guys. I see you guys, and I definitely will get to you guys. I just want to make sure. But Sabrina, I do want to make sure that this keeps going. So is the story going to go on longer than this, or because if not, it would be much better to book a reading with me in person as opposed to doing this on the live. It sounds like a very intense situation. Okay, I also tried calling him in random block numbers, which is kind of unprofessional. Okay, here's your question. Hi, is it Archana? Archana? Welcome. Okay, will Joseph take any action forward in the future and communicate and his current feelings towards me? So those are two questions. One of them is his current feelings towards me, and one of them is whether he'll take any current action in the future and communicate. Um, and so I can only do I'll do the first one. Okay. Wow. Thank you for putting yourself out there like that and being so vulnerable. I feel like that's a really, bold thing to do and also very brave of you, especially in your situation where you're surrounded by these men who are telling you what to do with your life and like it's your word against theirs. It's very scary, but I can tell that like clearly it's weighing on you. Okay. I feel like Kevin is taking some time away, but I do feel like he is going to reach out to you, but I don't feel like it's going to be right away. I feel like he's taking time to process everything, and I feel like he's also not really thinking of you in this moment, like he has some other things going on. Let me see. Oops. I feel like Kevin I'm seeing something going on. I know this is random, but I'm seeing something going on with his car, and I feel like he's like buying a new car or something, and for some reason there's like trouble. I don't know that I know that's random, but it's almost like this person has like all these different things that they're doing, but they're not putting you first. They're not really prioritizing you. Joseph, okay. Well, the cars don't speak to me in names, so the person we're referring to, I apologize, Joseph. Yeah. Let me just verify. Yeah, I feel like this person is really focusing their all on work. I feel like they will reach out to you though, but it won't be right away. It's going to be like, yeah, it's just going to have to, yeah. I feel like they have other things they're going on. And I don't feel like Kevin is getting in the way of it. I feel like Joseph is Joseph. Joseph is going to call you if he wants to call you, but I don't feel like I see it happening anytime soon. Does that make sense? I don't feel like Kevin's manipulating has anything to do with what Joseph will do. So, I mean, I know this is a very complicated situation, but I feel like you're combining these two, and I feel like Joseph has his own intentions towards you, and I don't feel like they have to do with Kevin. Even if Kevin is influencing things, even if, you know, Joseph and Kevin are they know each other and they're listening to each other, I feel like Kevin's going to trust his own feelings. I feel like he's the kind of person that would do that versus like go try to listen to somebody else. I feel like if he's really into you, he's going to go for you. And right now I see that he's not doing that. I see that he's like taking a hiatus from that. Does that make sense? Like he's just focusing on something else. I feel like at one point he was very passionate about you though. I see that he does have feelings like in the beginning. He had feelings for you at some point, and at least an attraction. It was like a passion. But I feel like life is like it will circle back. You know, things are cyclical. Okay, so does that make sense? That's as far as I can take this on here. But if you do want to go further into the situation, you're welcome to book a reading with me, and I can look further into it. But thank you so much for opening up and being so vulnerable and sharing that with me. I do see him eventually coming back. I know that's not as helpful because that's basically only answering that question. But yes, I do see him coming back. But I see him taking like other things getting in the way first. Yeah. But I do see him getting like coming back to you. I feel like he did have a lot of passion towards you, but he somehow it's like muffled. Like, you know, when it feels like he's like it's some smothered right now, you know? But I feel like it will come back. It just whether that means you'll get back together, whether that means it's going to turn into like something, you know, blossom, that's a different story. But I do see this being a temporary thing of him feeling like his passions have drifted, have, um, he's not able to focus on them right now. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'll stop there. Thank you for sharing though. All right. Okay, so many people have joined us during that moment. I just like to really focus on the people I'm reading. So I apologize, guys, if you felt like I wasn't there, but I am there. Okay, so let me read. Sorry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Nancy. Welcome, Heat Waves. Welcome. I can't pronounce everyone's name. Oh my God. But welcome. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so how about I do is it Archana or Arcana? I don't know how. Is it the first way I said it or the second way I said it? Hello, hello. Okay, the first way? Okay. All right. So it was use of so what was the question again? Let me see. I'm trying to go back, but it's like moving forward. Is it when will Rao talk to me? Is that was that it? I think at this point, guys, because so many of you are tuning in, if you do tune in, I will just take whoever I see when I read, you know, when I finish reading the next question, because I can't keep track of everyone at this point. I'm really sorry. So whoever is there after I read Arcana, I hope that's how you say it. then I will get to you. Okay. So the question was about when will he connect with me? Okay. 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 I do feel like I'm seeing like this could be September. I feel like it could be September. I'm seeing the number 9. I feel like this could also be, I'm seeing like a birthday happening. So I feel like it could be an upcoming birthday. I don't know if his birthday is coming up. I feel like it could be. But I'm seeing that it's not going to go, you know, the way you want it to. I feel like it's going to be a very emotional moment. So just keep that in mind. Kind of protect your heart. I feel like it's going to take more work for things to, I feel like it's going to take some work for things to actually like fall into place, as far as like positive emotions. So I'm not trying to say that to let you down, but I think this is really important for you to know, that you should guard your heart. Does that make sense to you? I want to make sure. I'm seeing something happening like in September of them contacting you or connecting with you. And remember, the future is always changing, you know? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that. And I really wish you the best with that conversation. Just make sure you stay centered. Okay. Let me see. I think you were here a long time. So is it TY Money? I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just going to say that. Ty Money? I don't know. I will do your reading next because you were here earlier, I remember. Okay. Okay. So you want to know if there's any general things coming through. Okay. Wow. I feel like right now, whatever you're doing with your life isn't working. I feel like there's something that you keep trying, but it keeps not working. Let me see if I can clarify on that. But it's like you keep doing the same old thing over and over again. And I feel like you're going to have to really try to focus. Let me see. You're going to have to try something new. Okay, so I do feel like there's someone in your life that doesn't really take you seriously. I feel like this person is someone who you've tried to be friends with, or maybe you've tried to initiate things with, but I feel like for some reason they're like it keeps messing up. I'm seeing this person reaching out to you, but I do feel like there's someone you've tried to kind of make things work with, and I just see them laughing for some reason. I feel like maybe they don't take you seriously. Maybe they don't take what you're trying to do seriously. I'm seeing you trying to make things work, but let me see if I can gain more info with the tarot. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if you've been with the wrong crowd, or maybe you've fallen in like with people like old friends that are holding you back. I feel like you're constantly doing something that is like holding you back here energetically. It's like life is cyclical. I feel like you need to be able to move forward. There is somebody in your life who may be trying to boss you around, who may be having expectations of you, and they're in the right. I see this other person, they don't like this other person. I feel like they're judging this other person. You may be feeling like you're being held back by this other person, and you just want to kind of grow into the leader you're supposed to be, because I feel like your life I feel like you have a very strong sense of leadership. I feel like you could really step up and take charge of your life, but you're not. In a way, you're like going, it's like this kind of a roundabout. It's interesting. And with the hyena, what I'm seeing is it's like you're not really even taking your own self seriously. Yeah. But I feel like you do have the ability to. And I feel like there's a sense of fear of authority, like you're afraid of trusting people that are in charge. I feel like there's a sense of like, it's very, very prominent coming through. But I love how I got the Wheel of Fortune because life is cyclical. It's a wheel, right? It goes around and goes around, and you're stuck on this hamster wheel. And I just feel like nothing's going to change if you keep going the same way. You're going to have to change. You're going to have to do it differently. Does that make sense? So I know that was general, but your question was also very general. So I am trying to, match that energy a little bit. Okay. I hope that maybe got you a little bit in your, like, got you thinking a little bit of like, what am I doing so much? What are these patterns that I'm playing out? Like, what do I keep doing and it's not working? And a lot of the time it's funny how we always resort to doing the same thing over and over again, but when we just could make a shift, we could do something different and try it different. Obviously what's working now, what you're doing now isn't working. Make that change and figure out who you're trusting. So, okay, next. Thank you so much, by the way, for that opportunity. All right, so. Okay, I'm seeing. I can do your Andrea. Any messages from my Leo boyfriend about our relationship? I'm an Aries. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I feel like this person wants you to know that something has consequences. I'm seeing like I feel like something happened that is now the consequences are coming into play. And it's interesting because I feel like this person is kind of being hypocritical in a sense. Like they're not necessarily speaking to you. I feel like they're like saying one thing, but then they're doing another thing, is what I'm getting. I feel like they might have some kind of, it's almost like I'm seeing them wearing like a mask, somebody who just is not really being, how do I say this? Trying to put this energy into words. Yeah, I feel like this person is not being like authentic towards you. And I feel like they're like, they want you to know that there are consequences to the thing they're doing. And I feel like things are catching up. It's almost like this energy of something that you did a long time ago is going to come into their consequences are coming up now for it. It's like a delayed effect. So I don't know if you had a fight recently or a long time ago, and for some reason it's coming back up. But what I'm seeing is this person clearly cares about you, but they're also not being real or honest with you. And I just keep seeing this thing of like, they want you to know there are consequences. They want you to know there are things that keep coming up, and no matter what, you're going to have to pay the price. Yeah, this person doesn't sound very, very healthy, but I'm not here to judge you. I feel like they definitely don't really know what they want. I can definitely sense their feelings, but I feel like they're not showing it. It's like they're masking. It's like I'm seeing a mask and masks can literally mean like someone hiding a part of themselves or feeling like they can't fully be authentic with you. And I feel like this person is very creative. I feel like your Leo is super creative, but I also feel like they're not as straightforward as you in many ways, like in the way they communicate. I could see them being actually, I don't know, I'm seeing someone who's kind of shady. Like maybe they come across as kind of shady at first. Uh Interesting. I don't know if this makes sense, but I know that's like a very that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but I am definitely sensing that this person really just doesn't know what they want and they really need to kind of step up and figure it out. And I feel like there's cause and effect. I'm seeing a lot of clarity coming through, like, for you. I feel like the things that actions have consequences. I keep hearing that consequences, actions have consequences. And I feel like this person just really, really like has a lot of that going on. I don't know if they're like paying the price for something or they want you to pay the price for something. Interesting. I also feel like maybe things from their past could be coming up as well. This is like their past comes up and you're kind of the one who has to deal with the consequences. That could be another interpretation here. So I hope that helps. I know that's not the best, but if you wanted to go deeper, you could always book a reading with me. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing, Andrea. So I hope I'm saying that right. Andrea. I always hear different versions of people when they say that name. So, um, yeah. Okay. So I think we'll go there. Does that make sense to you, Andrea, though? I kind of hate to leave you hanging like this, but yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in. And I know that was I feel like there's a lot going on, like a lot of layers to the situation. So it's hard for me to fully like just give you like a straight, answer in a short period of time. I hope that makes sense. All right. Hello, Beyond the Universe. Hello. Okay, so this person keeps repeating everything. Yeah, this feels like spamming and I'm not for it. I don't like this. People need to wait their turn. I apologize, but I don't feel like this is, yeah, I'm not gonna go for that. I like this kind of energy like that just makes me very uptight and I can't stand it. So, um, yeah. So if you guys want to ask a question, you can, but I will answer it when I get to it. I don't think I can get to everybody, but I'm going to do my best to answer as when I finish a reading. I get very focused on readings. I don't want to really give my energy to all these other things going on when I'm reading. I feel like that's just not right. So thank you for understanding. Yeah. Okay, Taylor W. You've been here for a while, so I definitely will get to you now. All right. How does Miles feel towards me, please? Okay. Wow. Okay. Before I say anything, I want to pull some more cards to clarify because I don't want to give you any sort of. I feel like this person, I feel like they feel like you're the center of I'm seeing like their universe. I feel like you're their universe. I feel like you're kind of, I don't know if you blew up their life, but I feel like I just see you being that person that comes in and makes an impression. I feel like they see you is what I'm getting. Like you are this ball of brilliant light and I feel like they definitely see you. I don't know if you if it's confidence or just like the energy around you, I feel like you're a very vibrant personality. Let me see what else I can see. I want to get their feelings. But immediately what comes through is this like really like explosion, like this explosive energy. I feel like this person likes you, but I also feel like they're giving you mixed messages. I'm seeing like, I feel like they're kind of going behind your back and talking to other people about you. It's interesting. I'm seeing like them maybe not being as straightforward with you. Like they're not just going to come out and say it. But I feel like their feelings are also kind of mixed. Like they see you as this ball of brilliant light, but it's like they also, they're not going to like word vomit it to you, you know? I'm seeing you just being this like this, you have an impact. I feel like you have like rocked their world or something. Like I also feel like this person might see you as someone who has a strong ego, like who is kind of like they're very attached to your confidence. I feel like very attached there to your charisma. And I feel like you're just kind of this, just like, I don't know. It's like when you come together, it's like bam, like just fireworks, you know? It's interesting because none of this is telling me that I'm not seeing like this deep sappy love. I'm seeing like this really like intense fireworks love. Like this person really is attracted to you. I feel like they are drawn to you. They orbit around you, right? You're the sun. They orbit around you. Um, and I just feel like there's mixed messages, like little things going on that are kind of, I don't know if it's passive aggressive. No, it's probably not passive aggressive. It's more like gossipy or someone's talking about you. It's interesting. Yeah. I actually do see, so this card came up, and when this card comes up, it often represents like, it even represents a marriage, like future spouse, right? Like this person definitely sees you as an important part of their life, but I don't see them like having these deep emotional feelings. Does that make sense? I feel like they're extremely attracted to you, extremely like they can't help it. Like I just feel like they can't help but being drawn to you. You're very magnetic like towards them. I don't know. It's like this attraction, but I also feel like you kind of like created like you kind of blew up their life in a way. You know, like you, there's a sense of needing to rock their world. You like made, you've changed them in a way. And I feel like you're kind of in the situation of just where things are destroyed, but from destruction comes new things, comes new exciting things, right? And I feel like your love is very, like your energy is very powerful. So that's what I'm getting. Um, welcome everyone. Thank you for subbing. That means a lot to me. But yes, so Taylor, does that help? I know it's not like the best, like, I mean, it's not just probably what you want to hear, but it's, I mean, it's one of the best readings I've given today because it's like your world, you're like their world. I just don't think they can get you. It's like, how could they not think about you? How could they not care about you? Like, it just doesn't make sense in this situation. But at the same time, it's like you came into their life and you just, it's never going to be the same. So, okay. Okay, so who is next? Let's see. Lulab. Welcome everybody, by the way. Thank you for so much for those of you who have subscribed. I am doing one question per person today. So if you're interested, you are welcome to ask. I will try to get to whoever I can, and also whoever pops out at me. energetically. I also want to say that if you do like these readings, I do readings professionally, so you're welcome to get a reading on my website, zoethepsychic.com. So just putting that out there. But if not, these are completely free. So, all right. Okay, Devin, my question is, am I meant to be a tarot reader? I literally have my deck next to me, but I have to educate myself. Well, I don't even feel like I should tell you whether you're meant to be that or not, because I feel like that's definitely something you can choose. But I can look at your own, like, maybe see if I see anything about this situation. Interesting. I feel like you definitely could, but I do think that your emotions may get the best of you, and that's just something you have to, like, take care of. You have to learn how to navigate that. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I definitely think you could do that. I definitely think it's in the cards, but you have to be able to. I'm seeing some heart chakra imbalance, and I feel like that's something you really need to connect with, because it also involves connecting with other people and empathizing with other people, and I feel like there's some kind of blockage there, something you need to work through. But I definitely feel like this could be something you could do with your life. I can't tell you what to do with your life, but I feel like it's definitely something that could be in the cards for you. So I hope that was helpful. I know that's probably one thing you learn as a tarot reader is that the future is not set in stone, and you don't really have a say over what people do or don't do. It's more like you can give them perspective on certain things, and that's how it goes. Okay. So to those of you who are spamming me, do not do that. I will block you, okay? Because if you keep repeating it over and over again, I don't mind if you come up again, but one after the other like this is really, I don't like that that energy. So I'm going to hide that person. Okay. Okay. J. Pete, can you tell me if Christian will reconnect with me? We're both Cancers. I can do my best. I feel like this person does not want to reconnect with you. I'm sensing like that they're very stressed about the situation. Yeah. I feel like they are kind of just overwhelmed with it, and they don't really know, they don't really want to. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting. And I feel like it's best for you to, like, things have gotten too complicated, you know. I'm also seeing that you might be kind of putting them on a pedestal, or like one of you is putting each other on a pedestal, which makes it really difficult. Um, yeah, there's a sense of like hierarchy going on. So I hope that helps. Yeah. Okay. Lulab. I hope that's how you say it. I wish you could answer my question. Oh, what is your question? Okay. Is the Aries man I dealt with is going to come back? Cancer sun. All these Cancers. Wait, we're right out of Cancer season, so makes sense, I guess. All right. I definitely feel like that's a yes. I feel like this person is definitely going to reconnect with you. I feel like they have a lot of to express. I'm seeing. I feel like this person has a lot to say. I feel like I'm just seeing them wanting to like, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely seeing them wanting to verbalize or express themselves. I feel like I'm seeing a new level happening in this connection. It's interesting. I definitely see this being good news for you. So I hope that helped. Just so you know, guys, when it comes to yes or no questions, I tend to see the energy behind the situation. So sometimes it's difficult for me to do like exactly yes or no. But if you guys have any questions that are more open-ended, they usually work out better when it comes to like asking spirit or the universe for, answers. All right. Welcome everybody. Okay. Thank you. Yay. I do not know how to say your name. Smitipparna. But I don't see your question. So, all right. Alana, will me and the Pisces ally reconcile someday in the future? Yes. I feel like this person has a lot to get off their chest. I feel like there's actually a confession maybe coming up, but it's not going to be easy. I feel like it's going to be very, like, I'm seeing like a ruthless kind of situation. This person really is going to have to like execute this contact really carefully. I feel like they might come across as they don't care, but they actually do care. Is what I'm seeing. So I hope that helped, Alana. I feel like, because I'm seeing the assassin, right? When the assassin shows up, the assassin has to do things that they don't want to do. They might not want to be a killer, but they have to kill, right? So the point is like it might feel like you're ripping a band-aid off, that's what it means. It just feels like, yeah, it does feel like you have to like go about it a certain way, but I feel like he has all these emotions, right? We have self-expression, strength with the dancer. This person needs to like express themselves, right? They can't hold it in. And I feel like this is very telling. So we shall see, right? All right. I don't know how to say your name. Is it Acho? I'm just gonna go with that. Hello, ma'am. We broke up already, and I asked if they changed to reconcile with me. Aries. Okay. You're welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you want to dive deeper into that situation with me, you're welcome to also book a reading with me. Okay, so, okay. So they're an Aries, you're a Virgo. I feel like you guys have a lot to work through. I'm immediately getting this confrontation, this need to, that's the brawler, right? This need to fight things out. It's almost like you guys have unfinished business, things you have to get off your chest, things you have to say, even if it hurts. Like it feels like that. And I feel like that's tricky, but I do feel like there is a lot of love. We have the Lover's card immediately. I don't know if you're still here, Acho, but this is definitely a good sign. I feel like you have a lot of love. There's like definitely like desire. There's so much emotion, like it's a good thing. Okay. So I don't feel like, I feel like sometimes you have to work through things in order to get to a better place. And this is definitely like, I definitely feel like there's still so much love. And I feel like you guys kind of have to fight. There's going to be some more drama. I see this person fighting it out with you, wanting to, and I also feel like you have a very high standards, which isn't a bad thing, but I feel like this other person might not live up to your standards. So, okay. Okay. Let me see. Ari the Aries Princess. Ah, I love that. Ari the Aries Princess. Would it be better for me to work at the Subway, Chipotle, or neither? I'm an Aries. Let us see. Okay. Interesting. I'm just putting out the cards so that I can see them all together. I feel like you're using, okay, so automatically I feel like there are two levels to this question, right? I can tell you which one it's better to work at, like what would be most optimal for you, right? But I can also tell you that there is something underneath going on, that I get the runaway card. So I feel like you are kind of running away from a situation currently, and I feel like that's coming through. And I think that this job search, what you're doing, I feel like you could be doing something else. That's what I'm getting. But I feel like they're both not great options. I feel like if you work at the Chipotle, you're gonna feel there's a lot of like emotional drama at the Chipotle. I don't I can look into that deeper, in a reading, but at the Subway, I feel like it's more like you're letting yourself down is what I'm getting. It's like you're in a way deceiving yourself. I feel like it's not going to maybe the information that you're receiving about that job is not completely accurate. But yeah, money is money. I feel like, and that's exactly why I said the two tiers, right? Because you gotta do what you gotta do. This is life. So I feel like as long as you're able to hold your emotions together, you can go with Chipotle. I feel like there might be someone at the Chipotle who isn't as kind. Like I feel like it could be a coworker, a boss, and this person giving you a hard time. But I feel like at the Subway, you're your own obstacle, if that makes sense. So it's up to you to decide what you want to do. I feel like neither choice is going to like bring you immense satisfaction, but it's money, like you said. And I think that you really just need to kind of own that. Yeah. I feel like what's going on, it's funny because the Chipotle one is more like external, right? I see like a person maybe not being nice to you, having mean words. It could be a boss, coworker. I see this person being a woman. But I also see that it's almost like your fantasy, not your fantasies, but like your what you imagine to happen at Subway is not going to happen. So that's what I see here. I hope that helps. Right. Absolutely. That's exactly right. I know. The cards just tell me I don't like control what the cards are telling me. So it comes up, you know. But I thought I should mention that in case that's something you wanted to consider. But I mean, yeah, we're all kind of doing what we got to do, right? So I understand. I just feel like, yeah. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I know that was kind of all over the place. I can't just tell you what you should do. That's not really what I do. I try to give you like perspective on the situations. So thank you so much though for sharing. I also love answering your question because it's unique and I can tell. Okay, Rashma. I'm doing questions right now, Rashma. So you can ask me a question about, it can be a general question, but that's what I'm taking right now. Okay, so Robbie, will my dreams come true after my marriage? Interesting question. Okay. I actually feel like I'm going to show you. With the adventurer is somebody who embarks on their dreams. They are somebody that can, take charge and go on with their life, but also life is an adventure. And I feel like despite this marriage, like this idea of marriage and being like in a way tied down, I do feel like you'll have the opportunity to embark on your dreams. Whether you do that or not is up to you, but I do see those opportunities coming through. Yeah. I feel like you should be learning. I feel like there's a certain skill set that you need though. And that's something that you are still working on. And I feel like that's something you need. And this can take the form of a lot of different things. But yeah. Okay. Well, Rashma, how will my finances be in the future? Interesting. I actually see you getting news about your finances. Let me see. I feel like the news that you're going to get about your finances is not great. I feel like it's going to be something like a cancellation. I feel like I'm hearing cancellation, but I also feel like you're going to have to start from scratch. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't change your finances, okay? But that's just the news I'm seeing. I feel like, you have more control over that than you realize. And you're definitely able to, change your finances if you want to. I actually could see you, I don't know if you're a psychic, but I do feel like you have a lot of you're very gifted. I feel like that. I'm getting the sense that there is I don't know if you're an empath, but I could see you making money doing something like spiritual. Interesting. I feel like you have a lot of insight and I feel like that's going to help you. I don't see you getting good news, but I also feel like you could change that. The cards don't dictate what is going to happen. Like there are so many different paths that could take. So, but yeah. If you would like to dive deeper into that, you're also welcome to book a reading with me because I know that's probably like a kind of a loaded thing. All right. Jack Reacher. Oh, Zoe. Capricorn man and Cancer Leo Cusp woman with mutual affection, but troubled by a Libra she's closing chapters with. Our future. This sounds more elaborate situation. So I'd have a lot to like focus on with that. So I'd rather not do that one right now. I hope that's okay because I'd have to focus on what the Libra's doing and then your relationship. And I feel like that situation is a little bit complex for this live. But yeah, you're welcome to book a reading with me if you would like to know more. But when I meant one question, I kind of meant like simple questions. So I hope that helps. I'm sorry, Jack. Really want to, but I also like can't right now. I'm just getting that I can't. I also feel like I don't fully understand the question and it would require me to like, fully understand it. So I apologize. Okay. Rare. Hi, Zoe. One simple question. I'd like to know if a new job offer will pop up soon. Okay. By soon, like, how do you mean? Because I do feel like if you've been waiting for a job offer, I feel like there's a delay, an extreme delay in that is what I'm seeing. I feel like I can try to look at like when as opposed to how soon because interesting. I feel like this could be in 2 months. It's taking way too long. I feel like it's just taking way too long. This is a very slow situation, but unfortunately, I feel like I don't see it happening right now or anytime soon. Yeah. But I feel like it's more of like a delay and it's more about like you trying to make do with what you have or the situation you're in right now is what I'm getting. Okay, I hope that was helpful. Claudia, will I reconcile with a Scorpion? I'm an Aries. Okay. It's always hard for me to do yes or no questions, guys, because I see the energy behind something. I don't necessarily see it through that lens. But with this Scorpio person, I definitely feel like it's almost like your situation is under a looking glass, a microscope. I feel like it's almost like you guys have been avoiding each other. There's an avoidance. But I feel like this person, the focus is still on your relationship. So I feel like, yes, you could definitely reconcile with them, but you have to stop avoiding the situation. You have to stop running away from it. I do feel like I could actually see things getting very serious in the future, but it's about you really trying to, navigate it with a lot of clarity and not run away. I hope that helped, Claudia. I know that's kind of vague, but the question was very vague. Okay, so I don't know how to say your name, but I love Z names. Zoraida. Hi. Okay. Will I get a job soon? When you guys say, "Will I get a job soon?" Just so you know, like, that's a very vague question. Like, it could be that could mean, like, soon, like, how soon, you know? I'm gonna see what I see about your job and see what happens. I feel like there's a lot of depression. It's almost like a lot of wallowing when it comes to your own career. I feel like you might feel like you're not moving forward or backwards, or you're stuck in a situation that just feels like miserable. You know, with a miser, I feel like there are opportunities that are coming to you, but the problem is that you're being stubborn. You're not seeing them, maybe, or you're not feeling like they're good enough. So that's what that card is basically signifying here. I hope that helps. It's more like, so yes, but you will probably have to see it. You have to see them when they come. The cards are just kind of trying to help you with that. Okay. Mm, see, Zoraida, I don't know how to say your name. But I love your name, but I just don't know how to say it. Um yeah, so I feel like you will get a job, but it's more about you like being open to these opportunities. I feel like your energy right now is very like, you're very, it's like you're almost not seeing those things come to you. And so those opportunities aren't going to come if you're not willing to like let them in. And so you might have to be more open minded. You might have to really focus more outside of yourself. And this mentality you're in, I feel like it's not helping you, when it comes to your job. Okay. Good. Awesome. All right. Bobby girl, will I have some sort of inheritance coming my way? Now, remember, I don't do yes or no questions very well, so this will probably have more of a message. Interesting. I love how we got this card because when it's reversed, it indicates like family being more of a negative, more smothering. I don't feel like you're going to get inheritance right away, but I do feel like you have to work through things with your family. Um, it's almost like you're so close. I feel like you're very close with your family. There's a sense of like you can't you can't breathe. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I do not see it coming your way. I feel like you have other things to work through with your family. Inheritance usually comes from family, so yeah. I mean, usually. Okay, okay. Um, Pratiksha. I am a male. I do not know what you're saying. What does this mean? I don't understand it. So maybe you could rephrase it. Um, Apologies. Hi, guys. Welcome to everyone tuning in. Suzzie Q. Hi, Zoe. Can you please tell me if I should buy a home soon? I actually feel like this is a really good time to buy a home for you. I feel like you're right on the border of getting what you want as far as like a place to live, as far as like life. I feel like you're stepping into who you're supposed to be, and you're also stepping into like these financial like making these financial moves in your life. I definitely feel like this is a good time for you to do that. But it's more about your hesitations. It's not really about whether something's out there for you or it's available. I hope that helps. I am not, I don't tend to do a lot of readings about real estate and finances. So I definitely, but this is what I'm seeing. I feel like there's this, I definitely feel like this is a good time. But it's more about like owning your energy, owning your confidence, and manifesting these things towards yourself. But I just feel like you're in it now. You can step up and do that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best to like take over everything. Yeah. Thank you, Claudia. I'm so glad you enjoyed that. I really appreciate you tuning in. Okay. Dorella, when will Tony L be calling me? Tony L. Hmm. I'm seeing a lot of overthinking. Um, you're like, I feel like your mental energy is coming through. Like you're thinking constantly about this person. Um, this is, yeah. Okay. I could see this person. I actually feel like this person will call you. I'm seeing the number 6. So this could be like in 6 weeks, could be in 6 days. It depends. But I feel like this person is going to call you very soon. I actually feel like they're going to maybe give you more or like ask you out. I feel like they're going to do more than just call you. It's going to be more. Um, yeah. I feel like they're going to give a lot more energy to you. It could be 6 months, but I feel like it's definitely 6. So it's yeah. I feel like it could be 6 weeks. I'm getting weeks, but yeah, I know that's a long time. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like they're putting in a lot more energy during that time. Wow. Well, I'm seeing the number 6, so I don't see it happening like right away, but I feel like this is definitely something that could come true. So, I feel like in the meantime, you really just need to work on yourself. I feel like that's coming through. I think that there's going to be a lot more happening for you at that time too. Like you might feel more busy, you might feel like things are just coming forward more, like opportunities. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I can't be more um, specific. I don't do yes or no readings or like number readings as very well, but I do my best to provide that. So, okay. I'm wondering about my job. Joy Smith. Joy Smith. Thank you so much, Dorella, for tuning in. Okay. I do feel like you've been trying to, I don't know if you've been trying to follow your passions. I feel like you've been trying to do things that are a little more unusual or out of the ordinary, is what I'm getting. It's interesting. But I feel like going back to same old, like what you know is going to be what works best for you. I feel like if you've been trying to think outside the box, or maybe do be more creative, or kind of be more authentic, I feel like that is not serving you right now. I feel like you don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to your job. You just have to find something normal. So I feel like whatever you're doing right now, it's almost like you're trying too hard to be different, or to think outside the box, or maybe suggest new projects. I feel like there's a sense of you needing to come back to yourself, and come back to, like, whatever is you at your core. Not thinking outside the box, not trying to be more. I just feel like lately there's this need to be more authentic, more you at your job. It's interesting. Does that make sense? I know that's kind of difficult when it comes to, like, your workplace, but I feel like you just have to kind of stick to what is tried and true, and that's what this is saying. Stick to traditions, stick to what you've always done, and I feel like things are going to keep, falling into place for you. I'm not seeing you. Yeah, I feel like you've been trying maybe to stand out more. I don't know, but it's definitely coming through that way. Like, you're trying to be different, or trying to stand out, and it's like not serving you. I think a lot of the time we think in order to grow we have to be really, like, unique or different, but you don't. You don't here. This is telling me that it's better to not ignore your usual, not ignore your traditions. It's interesting. Okay. Who's coming towards me in love for commitment? Oh, exactly. That's the perfect. Yeah, exactly. I was just seeing, like, somebody who might have thought they, you know, had to be out there and had to make a difference, and, like, but I feel like that won't serve you here. So yeah. I just feel like you need to honor your own energy. I do feel like you have a lot of wisdom, like, you have a lot to offer, but I just don't see you being, needing to step outside your comfort zone too much. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Jamie Kate. Jamie Kate. Is that how you say your name? I don't know. Chaos, but I like the last name. Thank you so much, Joy. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. Let's see what we see here about your book. That's so exciting. Interesting. I feel like you are going to get an opportunity to have, like, a book deal, or you're working with someone, but I feel like you have to be really careful, because I feel like they might be giving you the short end of the stick. Like, yours, all the work that you've put in, everything that you're doing for this, I just feel like you have to make sure that you're not sacrificing yourself. I feel like there's a sense of someone trying to, it's almost like you have to say no. I just feel like there's this to stand your ground and your work. I know that a lot of different, in a lot of different industries, when you sign a contract with someone, there's always this need to feel like you're sacrificing or overdoing it, but I feel like you have to set very strong boundaries here. because I feel like you do have something really valuable. I feel like your book could be really successful. But I feel like the transaction part is what I'm seeing the most. I don't feel like you're I love how I got the wolf and the hound. This just tells me like the people that are going to read your book, I feel like I don't feel like it's for like family. It's a family book. Um because I feel like it's telling me that your friends are really going to be the I feel like you have friends in the industry maybe that are actually going to be your biggest allies here. I'm seeing that this it's almost like I'm seeing this I don't know if it's a publishing house or some kind of company or organization. And for some reason, I feel like they're dictating how things go with your book. I think you have to be really careful who you put your faith in, and really make sure that you keep as much of the rights as you can. I would be wary of any kind of publishing houses and make sure that you really know what you're looking into. I feel I'm just sensing that there's somebody that may not have your best interest at heart, but they have a lot of followers or a lot of people behind them. And I think that this person or this company will interfere with your book. But I do see that it becomes very successful. However, you really need to own your network, rely on those people. So I hope that helped. I know that's very out there, but I'm really, rooting for you. I definitely feel like this is going to be an interesting time for you coming up. I'm seeing like you being at a phase where you're really trying to kind of like figure out who you want to work with or read it. It's interesting. But yeah, I think it being a success, but I don't feel like the audience that you thought would like your book is it's maybe the wrong one, the wrong audience or something. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if you're still there, but yeah. Are you still with us or not? Okay. Albatross. I can answer a question about your love life, but I'm currently not doing these elaborate, this kind of vague general stuff right now. Okay. Oh, I would love that. That's amazing. I know how grueling it can be to write a book, especially one that you've put in so much work for so long. Like I'm also a writer and I totally get it. And I think that yeah, I think it's just you just got to be wary of who you're doing business with. It's more the business part that is really coming to me. It's less the book part, less the creative part. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay. Rara Tonga. Um, you can I don't have one, no, but but you can definitely get in touch with me. I would love to read it. I mean I don't know what it's about, but I would love to read. I love reading. I'm obsessed with reading, so um but if you really want to, you can get in touch with me on you can send me an email, dreamofzoe@gmail.com if you want. Yeah, and I can send you an address or something. But yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, okay. Hi, Suzanna. Let's see. Mm. I actually don't feel like this person is being as serious as they should be with you. I feel like there's a sense of them leaving you hanging. Let me see. I don't feel like they're going to reach out to you. I feel like that you would have to reach out to them. I don't feel like it would be, um, yeah. But I actually feel like I am getting with the 10 of Cups. This has a lot to do with family and love, and I feel like it's one of the most beautiful cards in the entire tarot deck. So I feel like it might not be right away, but I feel like in the future, you definitely could have a beautiful relationship with this person, but I just don't see them doing it for a long time. I feel like they're going to leave you hanging. Sorry about that. I set a timer every 2 hours to remind myself to eat food because if not, I don't remember. I like end up just getting very carried away with my cards. Okay, foodies. When will I get married and with whom? I can only answer one of those questions today. So you can maybe retype it with one question. Thank you so much, Susanna, for allowing me to read you. That was interesting. Okay. Well, I keep explaining that I can't answer two questions, so I'm going to put you on hold. Okay. Will I end up with my Libra happy, Cottonfly? Welcome back, Cottonfly. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Interesting. I keep hearing like when I can stand up, which is weird, but I keep hearing that over and over again. And I feel like this is like when you're able to finally own up to everything. I feel like there's a lack of confidence on your end. I'm just getting you're not as confident. It's almost like insecurities have been almost stopping you from feeling like you can fully own yourself, like be yourself. And I feel like you're not able to recognize in yourself the good, and that needs to end. That cycle of anxiety and insecurity needs to end. And I feel like this person with you is very it just feels like It feels like they want to be happy with you, but I feel like a lot of this has to do with recognition and being seen, and I feel like you're not recognizing yourself. It's interesting. I actually could see it's almost like they have one foot in and one foot out. Um, and I feel like that's a thing. But I do see it having a good ending. It's just about you kind of overcoming this insecurity. I feel like that they are committed right now, but it's almost like they're trying to like they have one foot in, one foot out. It's weird because how can you be committed but also, have one foot in, one foot out? It's almost like they're tethered to you, they're anchored to you, but I feel like you also need to step up. There's this need to like step up and like own it, own who you are, own the relationship, be maybe the more of the not the more dominant one necessarily, but maybe take charge. I feel like there needs to be more celebrating, more like stepping into your truest self as opposed to like just living in this place of anxiety or insecurity. I just feel like you're letting your like fears get in the way of what could be. And I feel like this person may not be seeing you for fully for who you are, for how awesome you are, because you have so much to offer this person. I feel like you have so much experience as well. I feel like this has been a cycle. Yeah. I can't answer the question like other questions right now, but I definitely that what you're saying definitely resonates because I feel like yeah, I feel like you need to put yourself out there is what I'm seeing. I feel like your insecurities, your fears, and your anxiety is really it's almost like I don't think this person is gonna leave you, but I feel like they're like this. They're hesitating, you know? I feel like you're not being your truest self lately, or it's more you're not stepping up, you're not able to be in the spotlight, to shine. And I think that's important. Yeah. Okay, Cottonfly, thank you. I'm glad that helped. If you want to book a reading with me, you're welcome to as well. Also, can I know how my career will be in a year? Harshitha. Harshitha. I actually feel like you're going to be very employed. There's a sense of you being very determined. I feel like um, it's almost like you leveling up in a year. I definitely feel like you're still going to be in the same like if you're at a job right now, I feel like it's going to be at that. You're going to be there. You're going to stay there. But I feel like you will have more respect. I feel like with the King of Rods, it's going to be more like you're maybe in a position of leadership. Yeah. I feel like you're going to be able to provide for yourself even better. So that is what I'm seeing. You know what's interesting? It's like what I got was really about being focused. And I think that like this is definitely a sign that that is going to pay off. I feel like as long as you remain focused and you remain, you know, determined, don't give up, good things are coming your way, like really good things. Okay. AK, are you still there? I know you've been trying to ask. With whom will I get married? Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in. I love that support. Amazing. Okay, AK, whom will I get married? Okay, I'm automatically getting like earth energy. I feel like this person could be athletic. Um, they really like to travel. I'm seeing them traveling. I feel like they're very active. There's somebody that's always moving, always active. But I also feel like they're very intelligent. Like it's like the whole package. I feel like I'm seeing that they're from maybe another country. I also feel like they're a free spirit, so it's difficult for them to fully commit to someone, but I see them committing to you. I feel like this person is extremely ambitious. Like they have a lot of drive. They're very driven. I feel like they are going to be someone who really values their success. And yeah, I mean it's a very big question that I love to go in more depth, but you guys are welcome to book a reading with me if you want to learn more about them. I even have like a soulmate reading on my website. So, okay. Thank you. Sounds nice to me. I mean, I feel like this person is going to keep you active. Like Pisces to Pisces. Will he ever talk to me again after no contact? Candice. Okay. Let me see. Interesting. I feel like this person, it's not that they don't want to talk to you. I feel like it's like I don't see them opening up to you, you know? Let me see what else I see here before I. Yeah. I feel like this person isn't being honest. Like maybe they're not honest with you, but I feel like I'm seeing like white lies for some reason. Like this person isn't being forthcoming. And I don't see them that changing anytime soon. But remember, like these things, the future is not set in stone. So the cards are only telling me what's happening now. And I think that's really important to keep in mind. I feel like this person does not know how to open up to. I feel like I'm seeing them clamming up, like not being able to fully, like even if they wanted to, I feel like for some reason they're not opening up. They're not able to. Like maybe they're quiet. They're a very quiet person. But yeah, I just feel like this person is not going to be the same. For some reason, I feel like they have kind of retreated and I don't see them coming back into your life. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm dating one of those. It's hard. It's really hard. That makes so much sense. So compare, like these cards are telling me like this person is like just, yeah. I'm going to pull this because I want to make sure that I give you a little bit of advice to go with that because I don't like leaving somebody just like hanging like that. I feel like This is just a reminder. Practice self-love, you know, take care of yourself, give yourself the love you can because you're never really going to get it from that person. That person is not capable of giving it to you. And I just feel like this person really like even if they do care about you, it's so hard and I think that you're going to have to really rely on self-love and fill your own cup and also learn from this. But yeah, I'm sorry you're going through that. It's really struggled. Thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing that. Okay. So, um, yay. Okay, Julia. Zoe, I'm a Sagicorn in a 2-year relationship. Is my Libra Scorpio the partner the right fit for me? Oh. Okay. Interesting. I feel like this person could actually be the perfect fit for you because I feel like I don't know why, but I feel like there's like they're spoiling you. When I got this card, it's almost like you're allowed to be selfish with this person. You're allowed to like live in the moment with this person and really like sink in and just be with this person. I can't tell you who is like what you should do with your love life, but I feel like this person in general is just extremely focused on you and on showering you with affection. It's interesting. Yeah. Well, then doesn't that kind of answer this question for you? I feel like he is allowing you to be you. He's allowing you to be your complete self. Not that you need his permission or anything, but I feel like this person is definitely showering you with stuff. But I also feel like this person isn't as growth oriented. Like they're not working on themselves a lot. Does that make sense? Because I feel like there's a sense of this person wants to, they just want to kind of be, but they're not actually going to, um, yeah, I just actually don't see them like grow, like wanting to grow and work on themselves as much. Does that make sense? I feel like they don't have this growth mindset, but at the same time, I do feel like they really do love you. I'm seeing like a lot of affection, a lot of love. And I guess it comes down to like what you want, you know? Are you okay in the situation you're in? You know, I feel like with the Knight of Cups, like this person is charming. They might be doing everything right. You're right. You know, but at the same time, you know, some people love to be pampered and like make feel like they're in it, like it's all about them. But at the same time, for a lot of people need to feel like they're moving. And I think the thing about Sagicorn, right, is they the Capricorn energy is very intense. They need to feel like they're stable, but at the same time, the Sagittarius energy is like, I need to move forward. I need to go. Um, yeah. So you have this weird, you know, balance that needs to happen. And I think that this person could be perfect if you're able to live in that moment, you know? Yeah. Amen. Zahir, thank you so much for that. I will get to your question. Yay. All right. But thank you, Julia, for sharing. Good luck with that. And I hope it works out. I hope you update me because I'm excited for you though. Okay. Zahir. Will my hangout with Josh go well? I feel like this person, I don't feel like it's gonna be as easy. I feel like there's a lot that's gonna go awry. When the guide appears, it's like a situation that you have to get through. You just have to endure it because when you get out the other end, it feels amazing. I feel like this person, it might feel like difficult to hang out with them. But I do feel like there will be some, I don't know, I'm getting you have feelings for this person. I'm getting their sexual tension. If that makes any sense, but the cards are telling me this, you have sexual tension with this person, you really care about this person, but I feel like that might be all they want from you right now. They only want sex, or they only want desire or lust, is what I'm seeing. I feel like this person has a lot of feelings, and I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if it's something that is just gonna go away, but I feel like you guys need to work through it. You're just gonna have to get through this. It's gonna be intense. Yeah. So yeah. It's gonna feel like extreme, probably like a whirlwind is what I'm getting. Interesting. I feel like you really need to know what this Josh's intentions are, because what I'm seeing is that it's not really about hanging out. It's a lot more than that. So, yeah. Okay. Liz. Hi, Liz. Will we get another basset puppy? I don't tend to answer questions like that because I can tell you what you will do. Um, yeah, but so I mean that's not something I can really do. You're your own person and you have free will and you can go buy another basset puppy. But if you have a different question, I don't mind answering that. Okay. Hi, Muniza. Is it Muniza? Muniza? I don't know. But I'm divorced. What or who is coming towards me and when? I will only answer one of those questions. So we can do who is coming towards you or what is coming towards you. Okay. Interesting. I feel like there is somebody that is actually interested in you right now. This person already like cares about you. I feel like this is someone new, maybe someone that you're not like, I don't feel like you're into it. You're not, it's not the same. I'm seeing a lot of changes for you. I'm seeing with the catalyst, I feel like this is a very chaotic time. There's going to be a lot of shifts, a lot of new people coming into your life. And this person is one of them. I feel like you're going to have more than one person like ask you, um, try to get close to you. I feel like they're going to try to, I see them very attached to you, and I feel like this is a really special time for you to grow and change, but you don't have a lot of control over who is coming in and what that situation is. Interesting. I actually see someone trying to woo you. I feel like I could see you going dancing or being with someone like I'm seeing music. I'm seeing like people listening to music, you listening to music with this person. Maybe it's a concert. Um, I feel like this person's going to inspire you and they're going to be very inspired by you as well. Yeah, I feel like there are multiple people coming in. But look for a musician. I know one of them is a musician for sure. I feel like one of them is an office worker. I'm seeing like blue collar, somebody who works in like a cubicle or something similar. I do feel like the repercussions from your divorce are still kind of, even though it's over, I feel like there's still a lot you're not seeing. And I feel like you could be blindsided by some of it. So I think that's just something the cards are telling me I should, you know, delegate, like explain to you, because I feel like all the chaos that's coming is intense. And I feel like there's going to be things that are very new, but there's also going to be things that are like unfinished business, little pieces of your life that are going to come back into play. And I don't see this being your husband. I don't see this being your husband coming back and trying to be with you. I feel like that's over. I feel like what it is has more to do with like maybe finances, or, you know, material things, less like, I feel like it's less the person. But yeah, I just see new people. It's exciting. Yeah, you're gonna have your hands full. So yeah. I'm not gonna be able to do much more, guys. I'm getting tired. I really am enjoying this though. Plus I have to eat some food. So thank you. Yeah. I'm glad you were here. Okay. Okay, wait. Creative arts. Let's see. Is there anything good coming to me at my job? I have been going through so much of my job. Oh, okay. I'm going to do 3 more questions. So this is the first one. Creative. It did. I'm so honored that you remember that, because I can't keep track of who is here for this, like what time you guys each come in. So, oh, I forgot to get to your question. I'll do it. I will do it right after creative arts question. I apologize for that. Yeah, I'm gonna do 3 questions. So we'll be number 2. Okay. Is there anything good coming to me in my job? I actually feel like this is the moment for you to shine at your job. I'm seeing you making a lot of money or reaping the benefits of something. I feel like it might even feel like you don't even deserve, like you don't even deserve it. Like you might feel like, wow, why do I get all this? I don't even deserve it. But I feel like at your job, it's almost like karma. Karma's coming into play. I feel like this is a time for immense wisdom and focus. And I feel like there's going to be a lot to be grateful for. I feel like everything that you've been through lately, especially when it comes to your work life, with your job, it's going to all kind of come together really beautifully. And I feel like it'll all be worth it. Everything you've been through. When I even get this card, which is the wish card, right? I feel like your wishes are coming true here. There is, I feel like the people, like anything that has been giving you a hard time, it's going to end. I see a really positive and beautiful experience for you. I'm actually seeing you just being on the right track. I love this. I feel like you're going to own it. I feel like your passions are going to be celebrated as well. I feel like you can try to incorporate your passions with your job a little bit. So if you're passionate about something or you're getting really creative, this is the time to apply that. This is just such a beautiful moment for you. I feel like everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. And I love how we get the star as well, which is hope. Just feeling like this is a really hopeful, beautiful moment where things will just manifest in the best way. Ay, ay, ay. You get the shark. I do feel like your job. Sorry, my boyfriend just got home and he saw me. Okay. I feel like this card is saying swim away from the situation. I feel like you need to reap the benefits of your job. Take all the good when it comes, but I do think that this job is toxic for you, and it's showing that this is something you might want to think about. Clearly it's important to keep this job for you, but maybe in the future move forward because it's not going to benefit you in the long run. But yeah, amazing things coming to you. I hope this helps creative arts. It's a very positive card. Okay. Okay. Liz. Are you still here? What could you just type out what your question is again? If possible. Oh, okay. I feel like your husband is I feel like he might say like let me think about it, I feel like it's almost like I don't know why I see him rolling his eyes a little bit. I feel like he's kind of stuck in a sense. And I don't when it comes to this puppy, I don't feel like he wants to make up his mind for some reason. Interesting. Yeah. I feel like you might have to talk him into it. Um, but I feel like it's not because he doesn't love the puppy. I just feel like he might be a little bit stubborn. It's interesting. Or he might ask you to wait. Yeah. I'm seeing this period of being stuck or waiting. So I don't know if that means that you're going to have to like wait to convince him or not. Yeah. I feel like he knows how much it means to you, but I feel like he also there are perks to not having the puppy, and I feel like he's benefited from that. Does that make sense? I think that he also would like the puppy, but he just knows that it's going to be like a lot. But overall, at the end of the day, the sun, happiness, good things. So I feel like no matter what, it's going to work, but it might make you a little annoyed when the Queen of Rods is reversed. I feel like that often comes up when we're a little bit annoyed and like not angry, but flustered, agitated. And I think that that's just something that it's more like he has to get over it. you know? I do feel like no matter what, it's going to end up, in a positive way. The outcome is going to be positive. You're going to get the dog you want and the puppy, and but I feel like because the puppy's not there, like he's probably not going to want it right away. Yeah. You know, I also feel like this could be him being like, I should wait, we should wait or something, or we should wait till we have this. You know, I feel like there's a sense of like responsibility, like needing to wait. Um, and I could see this becoming an argument, but I also feel like your husband really cares about you. And I feel like in the end, I also feel like in the end, it's not going to really matter what he wants. I mean, of course it does matter, but I think, yeah, I just feel like he wants to wait, you know. But yeah, it may not seem fair. It may seem upsetting, but overall, I feel like, yeah. Well, that definitely makes sense because, you know, needing to wait. Yeah. Thank you. That was fun. Okay, last one. I am going to leave after this and eat some food, but um, thank you so much, Liz. I'm so glad you were here. Okay, so who is next? Should we do SJB? Are you still here? Oh, here we go. Yes, be my guest. What is the question? I can just do SJB's question instead. Okay, will I get a relocation in my job? Interesting. I don't see it happening. I feel like you're kind of stuck where you are. I feel like it's almost like they don't want to, like they're giving you, I see excuses. I'm seeing like no matter what, I don't feel like you're going to. So, yeah. Will my Cancer and myself speak again in the future? Okay, this is my last question. I was going to do, this will be 4. Okay, last question. Okay, you're welcome. All right, will the Cancer and myself speak again in the future? He's in another connection at the moment. Interesting. I don't feel like he's going to. Yeah, I don't feel like he's going to. I feel like he's doing his own thing. I actually feel like you're very in your head compared to him. Like he's more focused on his own connection. But I feel like it would be more up to you to take that control and talk to him yourself. But yeah, I don't feel like their connection's going to end anytime soon. If it does, it's not going to, yeah, I don't see it like impacting you. But obviously, you have to be the one to reach out. I don't feel like he's going to. I feel like he's kind of just dragging his feet on that. Yeah. Okay, thank you everyone. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody. Yeah, of course. Thank you for tuning in and asking your question. I appreciate that. Woo! Okay, so remember, anybody who wants to learn more about their life and their love life, they're welcome to ask me to book a reading with me. Nice to meet you too. Thank you for stopping by and just like hanging out. That was really nice of you. Yeah. Thank you, everyone, to whoever tuned in. Thank you for stopping by. Remember, I have new video coming on Thursday. I try to post them every Thursday. I'm going to try to do 2 a week. That's my goal. I will try to do more pick a card readings as well. But yeah, so stay tuned, stay tuned. Also on Lamas, which is the 1st of August, I'm going to be doing a sale, 25% off my readings. So you're welcome to purchase one at that time as well. It'll be from August 1st to August 3rd. Bye. Oh, there's the button.